How can that be different?
Yeah, if you compare to cricket, you're playing on the same pitch, they might say. You know, you get good used to it. But yeah, golf is, in that sense, it's different because each day it could be raining one day, so the ball is not running, and it could be windy. The wind might be blowing a certain way on each hole. This is, mind you. So because it has to be so precise, you know, golf has such, you know, it's a small diameter of hole to put the small ball into. So every centimeter counts. And, you know, I think it's like, for me, you know, or for anyone, you play a round of golf, it's like life, going through the whole process of life. And it's different every time. Because the same course you could play day after day, even morning and afternoon, it's different. And each shot, your opponent, how your mental makeup is that on that day, on that particular hole. It's a full gambit of things that makes it very interesting and very addictive once you start. You know, you want to be on the golf course all the time.
And upcoming, we also have the Sri Lanka Amateur Golf Championship, which is also the second oldest in the world. Would you like to tell us a bit about that as well?
Yeah, that was our Amateur Golf Championship is the second oldest in the world after the British. So it's, you know, we have, as I said, very rich heritage. In fact, the Amateur Championship was started in 1891 in Nuwara, the first year, and that was 2 years after golf was started in Sri Lanka. And we only had our first Sri Lankan winner in 1926, a gentleman called Timothy De Silva. And because those days it was a reserve of the colonials, the British Empire, and it became only popular with the Sri Lankans later on. Yes, and so we are going to celebrate it this year in a big way, and we have invited we're expecting about 7 countries, all the South Asian countries. And I was interested to hear Afghanistan about cricket, because they're also into golf. And the Afghanistan team is also coming. But I must say, I mean, it's, you know, they're very keen to go out and play games. You know, every country I go into South Asia, the Afghanistan team is there. You know, of course, they have a standard to go. But yeah, we are having a big field, and we hope to celebrate this momentous occasion. It's starting on the 3rd of September till the 9th. And the best golfers in South Asia and Southeast Asia, amateur golfers, will be playing.
Yeah. Well, you mentioned earlier, sir, being the president of the Sri Lanka Golf Union, that there is a goal, and that inherently Sri Lankans are pretty good with their eye and hand coordination, which will work well in the field of golf. What do you think is the biggest hurdle right now stopping a lot of people? Because let's face it, when Tiger Woods became really big, a lot of people did consider golf to be a cool sport, and then all the gears came out. I'm pretty sure, right? There are times that you shake your head with a some ladies playing with bright pink suits, like they're actually like running instead of playing golf. But what do you think is the biggest hurdle right now for people? Is it because the equipments are very expensive? It's considered as an elitist sport. Or is it just because, sadly, right now in the country, it's all about rugby and cricket?
Well, yeah, in Sri Lanka, the stumbling block first is the number of golf courses, because we only have 4, and the lack of public golf courses and driving ranges. We only have 300 golfers and in Sri Lanka, and a lot of people abroad is amazed how good we have, how many good players we have produced with such a small base. Because I always say we can only be world beaters in 3 sports, is that where the skill matters, not the physique. That's billiards, which had a world champion, cricket, we are world champions, and golf. So, yes, it's the facilities that's available, plus the cost. Yes, it is an expensive game, relative, and it costs a lot, and people find it difficult to get into golf clubs, and there's only one golf club in Colombo, and the next closest is Victoria, which is off Kandy. It takes about 3.5 hours. Then Nuwara, then China Bay Air Force Course. Yeah, we need to have it closer, and we have to introduce the school children and have support programs, which I have started for people who are economically underprivileged. So it's you know, we have the talent. Like in cricket, when I was there, my aim was to take it to the outstations, and because our Sri Lanka team at that moment was really a Colombo 11, you know, 5 clubs, radius of 5 miles. So we have the talent. It's just that catching them, you know. and getting forward. And I know I've set a vision for golf, like I did for cricket, that by year 2020 we'll be the best golfing center of excellence in Asia, and we'll have the best golfer in Asia by then. And also we'll have, my strategy is to have 10 golf courses, international standard, 5,000 golfers, and make it a tourist attraction as well, because we can never match China, Korea, Japan on the numbers, India even. You know, small but good quality. And we can be well-known world over, because there are 60 million people who play golf. And most of the countries in the West don't know what cricket is, especially Americans and South Americans. So it's a big, vast market for the country itself to benefit.
Do you think, sir, that the tourism industry has actually considered, because there are a lot of golf tourists, they go from one golf course to another, that it is a possibility, another money-making scheme for the country, the golf tourist?
Yes, I'm looking now. I'm happy to note that there was an Indian golf tour tournament last week at Royal Colombo, and there was about top 80 Indian golfers, professional golfers who came, and the purse was $50,000 US. So now I'm looking next year to get on the Asian tour, which is, you'll get the top golfers from Asia coming out of the tour, Sri Lanka Open, to make it into the Asian tour. And that's, that's live coverage on ESPN, Star, 2 hours, 3 hours a day. And, beam into 350, 400 million households. So that's going to give the exposure. So, yes, that's my goal, to popularize. Now there's a 24-hour golf channel in India. I'm not supposed to mention the name, right?
But it's very interesting, 24-hour golf.
Yeah, channel in India. So, yeah. So, this part of the world, it's getting popular, and we must catch the wave. It's not going to be too late.
Yeah, and it's interesting how you said that you actually have a plan of introducing golf to school children, because especially among the younger generation, it is not very popular as yet. Is there anything else more we can do in order to promote golf? Maybe driving ranges, which are very popular across other parts of the world.
Yeah, the land is a problem. Even for a driving range, you need about 6 acres. I've been looking around. In the Western province, it's difficult. Yeah, we have to, nothing is impossible. We have to do it. But, yeah, golf is, we can popularize it. It will be better than cricket. Golf is a career, because you start earning, become professional when you're 22, 23. And you go on till you're 65, you get a seniors tour coming on. While in cricket, you stop playing when you're 35, 36, and only the top 20 make money. Golf, you can have 200 people earning 10 million, 20 million a year. And our 2 golf pros at the moment is earning between 5 to 10 million a year. So it's and also I need role models to propellate the Jayasurys and the Muralis and the Mahelas and the Sangakaras.
More than just the Tiger Woods and that.
And it'll catch up. So introducing the schools and driving ranges will be, this is the answer.
2 questions, sir, before we run out of time. Being in your field, when you see someone holding a cricket bat, the way that he bats, would you know that he could be a good golfer? Number 2, how do you feel about driving ranges because of the lack of land? They hit the ball towards the water.
Yeah, first question is, you see a lot of good, famous golfers who are very good cricketers, starting from Gary Sobers, Brian Lara. Gary Sobers used to play right hand and left hand both in golf, and he was a single-figure handicap. Brian Lara is, so is Ricky Ponting. And I know Mahela and Sangha has started, but they don't have time to play seriously. And, it's a good game for cricketers at that level, because, on their day off, they go and relax on the golf course. I think most of the commentators, they play golf. So it's a relaxing thing. And sorry, what are the next?
How do you feel about driving ranges? Lack of land, how about just having the sea?
Yeah, they have these floating balls that you can hit in sea, but it's not the same feeling. Yeah, but you have nets also to hit against the nets. Yeah, we have to be a bit more innovative. There are ways of getting around it, and we will do it.
I think you have a question about the T20.
Of course, yes. I know, golf was your first love, but then again, talking about cricket, you had a vision in the 1996 World Cup, and we've come a long way from that. But memories go right back to it. And there's a World Cup coming up, which is solely hosted by Sri Lanka. What do you think in terms of our chances of getting ahead and in terms of development of Sri Lanka cricket as a whole? What are your opinions on that?
It's a big question. I can talk about that for the whole day. Yeah, I'm very happy that we got World Cup exclusive for Sri Lanka, because all the other World Cups, 2 World Cups were shared in the subcontinent. And that will be a big exposure boost to Sri Lankan cricket and as a nation. And our standard, yes, it has come a long way since, and we are near the top. We can reach the top. And our chances of winning, I know we will win. You have to be positive. There's no in-between. Like Obama said, I will win. So, we will win. I mean, we had the home advantage. We are just straight after a T20, what do you call, SLPL.
Yeah.
And that will be, the players will be in trim, and they'll be around a home crowd, home conditions. And we have a very good set of good all-rounders who can perform well in the T20s. It's good. So we will win, and it will be a big boost to take the game forward. And the development, yes, development needs to be done. Unfortunately, they have a financial crisis. I'm sure they will get over that. If not, money must be spent on the future. It has to be balanced. So I'm sure they will get over that, and Sri Lankan cricket will go from strength to strength.
Well, thank you very much, Mr. Ada Puncihewa, the president of Sri Lanka Golf Union, for coming today. I know you said that you're not a morning person, but you were a morning person today. Thank you, sir, and all the best. And may the country actually achieve the goal in 2020.
2020.
Thank you very much, sir. Thank you. We got a lot more Good Morning Sri Lanka when we come back.